Whoa! Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9 Volt Games, and I'm gonna do one more of these Why I Love videos. This is gonna be my last one for a while. Just because I don't want it to get stale. I kind of like this little series that I'm doing, so I think this is my 6th one. I'll take a break. Although, if you guys want to ever see them again, you better remind me, because I will forget. Let's turn this down. So obviously I'm doing Silent Hill 2. Some of you might actually be very confused by this video. I'm like, Craig, why are you... Like, it probably even feels like I don't really want to do this video. Some of you might be like, why are you doing this video? Well, because it was requested, and I think maybe some people just haven't seen all my Silent Hill videos yet, but I've done a lot of Silent Hill 2 videos. I've done a lot. So I don't really know what else to say. So I'll just run down a list, I guess, of why I love Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 came out in 2001. Alright? Right? 2001, 2002. I think I always have this argument with myself. It's 2001 because it was a fucking launch title for Xbox. But yeah, Xbox, best version. So I'm actually going to go down. We're going to do this because this just came up in my head. Genius, I got into a fight with someone back at GameSpot back in the day. We got into it so intensely that they fucking suspended my account. Because I followed this person and we just went back and forth trolling each other so bad for years. And it all stemmed because of Silent Hill. So, 2001, Silent Hill came out. I borrowed my friend's PS2, my friend Fabian's PS2, to play the game. I get his game. Now, mind you, this whole time, he's only played blueback games. You know what I'm talking about? The ones with the bluebacks. So, the first DVD game that he's playing on his PS2, I'm actually playing, which is Silent Hill 2. So I have my Aunt Rachel, who actually looks like Angela really bad from Silent Hill 2. She takes me to go get Silent Hill 2. I get it on launch day. I get back. I get this game on launch day, by the way. I don't even have a PS2. That's how hardcore of a fan I am. I borrowed somebody's PS2. I had to let him use my Dreamcast. So, I get the game. I get back to the house, realize I can't play it because he has a disc reader. Now, I do believe that I just got done working summer with my dad. No. Yes. No. I just got done working for my dad. My dad owned a contracting business, my foster dad. I took all the money. I ended up buying a bike. Some asshole stole it like a week later. I bought a $700 bike. Shit got stolen a week later. I conned my dad into buying a PS2 just so I could play Silent Hill 2. Do you know how many wheelbarrows full of pea stone I had to do? How many telephone poles? How many D boxes, that's septic tanks, I've had to put in? How many? Oh my God, I've had to do all this terrible, terrible work after. But it actually taught me, my dad's business there helped me understand the value of money, because my foster dad never actually gave me anything. He always gave me big ticket items like that on a contingency. Like, yeah, you want that PS2 right now? You can have that PS2. But I'm going to ask you for a favor later, and you can't say no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then my dad would be like, cool. Because I bought you that PS2, you're going to work for me for free for a month. No. But that actually, that did help me out. But anyways, that's like a Lifehood story. It has nothing to do with Silent Hill. But anyway, so I get the PS2. I play it. It's definitely one of the most amazing games I ever played. It's the only game that wasn't super action-oriented, because at this point in my life, I'm playing RPGs. I think I had actually just done Final Fantasy 9 in preparation for 10. I did 8 and 9. And I think the other game I played at this point was Twisted Metal Black, I think. So, if it wasn't a fighting game, if there wasn't a hardcore amount of action, or it wasn't an RPG, I wasn't touching it. Silent Hill, obviously, I made the exception because I like 2 I like Silent Hill 1 so much. And then 2, I said it in one of my past videos, 2 really wrote me into just games that are like centered around story. I don't like that it's not playing the movie. We gotta get that going. We'll let that happen. So games that are purely centered around story. When I say something like that, there are other games that this opened up for me. Shadow of the Destiny. That was also a Konami game. There wasn't a super amount of action. There was a bit of like puzzle mixed into it, but it was mainly about the story, which if you follow it and you can follow it, is really fucked up and really awesome. But like down the line, there's a lot of games that don't have a lot of action in them. It actually opened up games like I know I got a lot more British followers and viewers than I got American. So I'll say Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, but over there it's called Fahrenheit. Games like that are solely based on story. If I never played Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 1 had a lot more action in it, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I did, I would pass on these games. So when you ask me, and this took a long time to get here, this was a journey to get here. If you ask me why I like Silent Hill 2 so much, it's because of this. It's because there's... You ain't talking? It opened me up to an entire genre... I shouldn't say genre, an entire type of game that I would have otherwise ignored, because in my mind at that point, in 2001, Craig Hill's mind, if you weren't an RPG, you didn't have an engulfing story. And if you weren't Twisted Metal Black, I didn't care about your characters. So, the simple fact that it was a game like Silent Hill that just got me so fucking pumped to play games for their stories. It was just... In fact, I went back, because somebody said something about Metal Gear. I went back and played Metal Gear Solid again after I played Silent Hill. And I loved it. I loved the shit out of it. Because I was going to get Metal Gear 2. My dad actually bought Metal Gear 2, and it was amazing. Metal Gear Solid 2. Hey, that looks like doo-doo, huh? I'm sitting really close. I have no idea what it looks like. But yeah, man. Silent Hill 2... matured me, maybe. It did make me feel like I was a bit more mature when I played it. And that's because the story was really mature. Now, when I was 15, 16 years old, I do what every 15, 16-year-old guy does. Half of us. I thought that I was in love with everything that I banged at that time. And you need to know like what that feeling is to appreciate the story of Silent Hill 2. It's much like with when I said Final Fantasy X, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, that story was garbage." I don't think you're mature enough to handle the story. And the same thing happens with Silent Hill 2, because I do have some immature friends. I know that's very hard to believe. I have some immature friends in real life. They'll play Silent Hill 2 and they're like, "The story's rubbish," and then they'll be like, "Yo, I fucked this stripper last night." Like, that's your problem. You can't relate to the story. That's the only reason that it's garbage to you. You don't understand. So it was really, I really appreciated the story. Plus, it opened up Silent Hill to something more than just a cult. Cults piss me off. Silent Hill I make an exception to, but anything with like, it's like there's a cult. I don't like it. I don't like the whole cult mentality. And I like the fact that Silent Hill, and I said this once and someone said their mind was blown in a comment. I like the fact that there are a million locked doors that you can't get into in this game. And my friend Ryan Jensen actually stopped playing it back in the day when he was big, because he's like, "Dude, there's like 10 doors and you can only go in one." And I replied to somebody else when they said that, "There's too many doors. Like, why is there so many doors?" I'd be like, because there are other people in Silent Hill for other reasons. I was like, those doors aren't meant for you. You shouldn't be thinking, why is this door locked? You should be thinking of what's behind this door and who's it meant for. And someone said that blew their mind. And I was like, yeah, man, that's the way I think of Silent Hill when I play it now. Because I made a mistake when I did the enemy interpretations. I actually said something about the doorman. And I think that the doorman was just left there because they didn't want to create a new enemy. No, it's because Angela was coming to her conclusion and James was coming to his conclusion, and they kind of crossed paths. So while the doorman was there and he wouldn't like charge after you, he would attack you, he wasn't there for you. So what makes you think that there's somebody else's monster there, but some of those doors don't apply to other people? I always thought that was kind of cool. And if Eddie was around and he followed through, he would probably come to his conclusion at the hotel too. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think That's the way I think about Silent Hill when I play it, and my perspective was completely changed because of 2. So now every time I have a locked door in Silent Hill, I'm like, I wonder who that's for, you know? And I really don't think the story will ever get as good as it was with 2. And I don't know so much if I want them to try. I try not to bash on the new Silent Hills, but I every time, like, it makes me cringe when Tom Hewlett's like, oh, it's going to be like 2. Don't make it like 2, man. Leave 2 alone. I mean, if you want to do an HD remake, people want to shit on it, whatever. But don't try and replicate it through other characters. And please, God, don't make a movie out of it, ever. I'll say this now that people have had ample time to watch Silent Hill Revelations. If that ending was any indication that they are going to attempt to make Silent Hill 2 into a movie through Sean Bean's character, looking for Autumn Mitchell, I will personally, I can't say it on camera because that's a threat, and I'm not going to go to jail over someone making a shitty Silent Hill 2 movie. But you can infer what I was going to say. Leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone. Please, Hollywood, don't touch Silent Hill 2. Do you understand how crazy us fans for Silent Hill 2 are? Look at this. Look at this. I'm below middle class, and I have 2 copies of the same game just for Silent Hill 2. I will have sex with your mother, even if she says no. Alright, I think I can actually go to jail for that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I don't care. I don't care if I gotta dig her up. Alright? Don't touch Silent Hill 2. You guys want to know why I love Silent Hill 2 so much? I just said I would perform necrophilia on somebody's mom for Silent Hill 2. What other game can you say that about? None. You can say that about your Halos? No. Oh, and like I said, I really can't do that many more Silent Hill 2 videos. You guys give me some time, man. There's only so much I can do. I feel like I keep doing Silent Hill 2 videos, I'm going to start taking away from it, and I won't be able to do it justice anymore. Like, I struggled through that video. But yeah, man. Any more requests for why I love videos, you can put them here. I will not be doing them for a little while, though, just because I got to get back to doing the site and doing reviews. I got to review Far Cry 3. I got to review Walking Dead. I got some shit in the hopper we got to do. I'm going to have Dan review Persona Arena. I want to review Witcher. Come on, guys. But thank you guys for watching. I'm glad you liked the series. And if you want to see it come back, let me know below. Thank you.